And a very good morning to you. This is the talk of the town. And this morning, in light of the continued economic crisis that Sri Lanka is facing, we thought we'd ask Pasan Wijayawardhana, who's an economic research analyst at Advocata, what he thought Sri Lanka should do in terms of having a dollar earning strategy. Here's what he had to say.
In order to attract more dollars. One, increase in foreign currency bank deposits. So, I think it is better to issue a 10-year resident visa for the foreign citizens who would like to deposit around 100,000 US dollars in banks, in Sri Lankan banks, for 10 years. Then, of course, we can attract more foreign investors, especially the foreign fixed deposit investors, to Sri Lankan banks. And definitely, most probably, that might contribute to increase our dollar revenue up to $5 billions within next 5 years. As well as that, I want to highlight that the tourism is one of the highlighting industry. If we can attract more tourists like what is doing by the Maldives, right, that will be enough for Sri Lanka to increase the dollar reserves in a mega scale. For that, extending the tourist visa validity period for 6 months is so important. I think that might contribute for the 10% increment in the current tourist revenue. Right, you know that the tour traveling visa or tourist visa validity period in other countries, in most of the other countries, it's 3 months, but in Sri Lanka, it's 1 month. If we can increase it up to 6 months, that will be quite good. As well as that, I strongly believe that education is another service that we can sell in the international market. You know, in the South Asian context, Sri Lanka is the country which is showing the best level of education, Sri Lanka and Maldives. So Sri Lanka is a good country who can sell this education to the international market, especially the universities. Okay, right? So private higher education institutions are available at the moment in Sri Lanka. NSBM, Slate, SINEC, ESOFT, Horizon Campus, IIT, large number of private higher education institutions are there, and they are currently developing to the international standards, and so they can sell their services to international students and recruit more international students for university education. I think this is a good practice which is followed by countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, USA, UK. Not only that, even even Asian countries like Singapore, India are also following the same best practice. So Sri Lanka can adapt to it. Together with those suggestions, I would like to say there will be no any other solution to reduce this foreign debt burden. We should replace debt with foreign direct investments. But how? But how? Yes, we should appoint a committee to improve the rankings of the critical indicators which will be determining the foreign direct investment inflows. Global innovation index, corruption perception index. You know, Sri Lanka is still even behind Ethiopia in terms of the corruption perception index. Sri Lanka is so corrupted. We have to get rid from this situation. Global competitiveness index, yes, if we can increase, especially the doing ease of doing business index, we are not belonging to at least the top 50% in the world in terms of ease of doing businesses in Sri Lanka. So we need to increase the rankings of these indicators with the support of a special committee or special committees. Then we can attract more foreign direct investments. Together with that, I want to suggest to convert our airline hubs to budget airline hubs. Okay, it might contribute to increase or generate new 2 billions of US dollar revenue to Sri Lanka. You know, countries like Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam. In those countries, 50% of tourist arrivals are on budget airlines. So why Sri Lanka can't follow the same mechanism, right? So there are a large number of such proposals that we can give. I think implementing these strategic action plan would contribute to generate more dollars or more dollar revenues for Sri Lanka in future.
Well, thank you, Pasan Wijayawardhana from Advocata, for those thoughts. And it's now time to rejoin Dom and Asanka on the morning fix.